4 o'clock. ABC 10 News at 5 starts right now.
The Yellow Whistle campaign is kicking off in San Diego, the extra tool being used to combat anti-Asian attacks.
Plus, more fallout from the cyber attack that targeted Scripps Health 3 weeks ago. The mounting frustration patients continue to experience.
And outrage is growing over the forced landing of this airliner, citing a bomb scare to arrest an outspoken critic of Belarus's government.
ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
And that breaking news from Torrey Highlands area, where a water main break is causing some problems. Sky 10 was overhead just a short while ago. This is on El Camino Real, just south of the 56th, and we're told the northbound lanes are expected to be closed for 4 to 8 hours. People in the area, they're also reporting low water pressure. We do have a crew headed to the scene. We'll bring you more information as it becomes available.
Now to our top story. The restaurant industry was among the hardest hit by the pandemic, and now one local lawmaker is proposing an idea he says will encourage more people to dine out. Good evening, I'm Lindsay Pena.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. A recent report found that 10% of all U.S. restaurants closed permanently since March of last year. Our ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala is here to tell us how this proposal will save diners money and help local restaurants at the same time. Mimi.
It will, and Supervisor Jim Desmond was here at the Broken Yoke for a press conference with the owner just a little bit ago. This proposal he's talking about is called Dine Out and Help Out, and business owners we heard from say it could be a great way to get customers back, especially on those slow days.
I feel optimistic with what's coming forward now.
Claudia Ortiz is the owner of Lakeside Cafe and Bakery, and like many in the restaurant industry, her business was hit hard during this pandemic.
I thank God that we're here, that we're still open.
Early on, she had challenges with getting enough PPE and specific menu items from food vendors who were out of stock. Now she's faced with short staffing and a lack of customers, but thankful her family's helping out.
My dad's the main cook. He's the main chef there. My mom's the one that does the dishes. She hostesses. She helps with everything.
She hopes by June 15th, when California officially reopens, she'll be fully staffed and more people will be dining out. Supervisor Jim Desmond is proposing a program called Dine Out and Help Out, which aims to help business owners like Claudia. Desmond says the federal government has allocated about $300 million to San Diego County for recovery efforts due to the pandemic. So he's asking for $50 million of the American Rescue Plan Act funding to not only help restaurants get more customers, but give those dining out a deal.
You go out to a restaurant on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, party of 5, you could get up to $50 off of your bill. And then the participating restaurants would submit that discounted coupon, or they would submit that to the county then for the reimbursement of those dollars.
If he gets the green light to move forward with this plan, Desmond says restaurants that sign up will offer customers 50% off of their meal, or up to $10 per person. The county will then reimburse the restaurants for that discount.
Once we get the money set aside, then we're going to get people from the industry to help us, kind of put this together and navigate it best.
For Claudia, any extra support can go a long way when it comes to getting her business to fully bounce back.
If this is something that can help the community and other businesses in my business, that'd be a big blessing and a big help.
And Supervisor Desmond tells us that he hopes to bring this proposal to the Board of Supervisors for consideration on June 8th. Of course, we will let you know if there are any developments. For now, we're live in Del Mar. Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
All right, Mimi, thank you. The CDC is looking into a possible rare side effect for young people with the COVID vaccine. Out of the millions of shots given, there have been more than a dozen reports of heart inflammation called myocarditis. Its symptoms include chest pain and fatigue. It usually goes away without any treatment. Health experts say the rate of cases is about the same between vaccinated and non-vaccinated young people, but the CDC wants to be sure.
At this point, there's nothing to raise concern. This is telling me that the system is working. From my perspective, the risk of COVID is so much greater than any theoretical risk from the vaccine.
With more people getting the vaccine, cases in the U.S. have dropped to their lowest levels since last June. Nearly 128 million Americans are now fully vaccinated. And you can follow any developments surrounding the pandemic by downloading our free mobile app. Just go to the App Store and search 10 News.
San Diego is now part of the national Yellow Whistle campaign. The idea is to blow the whistle on violence and hate against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. As ABC 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco shows us, it was launched in Mira Mesa, which is home to San Diego's largest Filipino community.
The lunch hour at the Broken Yoke Cafe in Mira Mesa.
Yellow is a beautiful color.
Dr. Lily Cheng passes out yellow whistles, a simple gadget that she hopes will promote unity among people of all colors.
The color yellow, as I said, is the color of the Chinese people. The Chinese people are called the descendants of the yellow emperor. So the color yellow is very regal.
Dr. Cheng is the chairperson of the Asian Pacific Islander American Public Affairs Association. The nonprofit and the Mira Mesa Town Council are partnering to launch San Diego's Yellow Whistle campaign. The campaign first launched in New York City last month in response to a growing number of reported hate crimes against Asian Americans.
The anti-Asian, Asian Pacific Islander hate has increased. And in a way, we need to blow a whistle to debunk the myth that Asian Pacific Americans are silent.
Since the pandemic began, the San Diego District Attorney has prosecuted 3 hate crimes against the AAPI community. In previous years, that number was 0.
Alert individuals about how to report hate incidences. That way they don't become hate crimes.
Some have questioned whether using the color yellow could be seen as racist or insensitive, but Councilmember Chris Cate says it should be seen as a color of solidarity.
I think we're trying to turn that on its head and to show the beauty of the color yellow, what it represents and what it means for Asian Americans.
To get things started locally, 250 of these whistles will be given out at senior centers and at schools. More will be distributed as they become available. In Mira Mesa, Rachel Bianco, ABC 10 News.
And May is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. 1 in every 3 residents in the Mira Mesa district is of Asian American descent.
A scare for some residents from Ramona this afternoon as a brush fire rushed over a hill and burned close to several homes. This was near Fernbrook Drive and Mussey Grade Road. Those fire crews attacked that blaze from both the air and the ground, even bringing in 2 inmate crews to help out. That fire burned through about 4 acres of dry grass as temperatures climbed into the low 90s. One resident said he ran outside to start watering down his property as the winds began to shift.
It looked like a volcano erupted. Ash is coming down and the wind is blowing, towards my place.
CAL FIRE says the blaze was caused by an angle grinder. The operator is cooperating now with authorities. Chula Vista police say that they are actively searching for a missing 14-year-old girl. The parents of Alexis Mia Collins say that they last saw her Thursday evening when she went to bed. This was around midnight. They woke up the next morning to find her missing and immediately called police. Detectives say there is no indication of any suspicious circumstances surrounding this case. They are asking anyone with information on Mia's whereabouts to contact police. And Scripps is confirming the cyber attack that crippled its network more than 3 weeks ago involved ransomware. Meanwhile, there is mounting frustration over the treatment and billing from patients who want answers. A local man who broke his neck told our ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Kastner that he is desperate for help.
Scripps still hasn't said who is responsible for the attack, whether patient records were compromised, and whether a ransom has been paid. 24 days after Scripps Health was first hit with a debilitating malware attack, patients are still reaching out with concerns over care.
I had broken my neck on April 5th.
Patient David Jacobson from Carlsbad broke his neck in a mountain biking accident. For weeks, he said he's been trying to get answers about follow-up care.
I needed my images, I needed my CAT scans, I needed my reports from the emergency room, and I was unable to get anything.
Last Thursday, Scripps Health confirmed that part of its network had been restored. This Monday, patients reported that the portal system is still down, and questions have been raised about whether insurance providers will cover patients who are referred out of network. A spokesperson for Scripps said Monday that its patient relations department can work on cases individually with patients to offer guidance, but that was it. A private hospital compliance company told ABC 10 News Monday that the law does not require a health insurer to pay for out-of-network providers because of a cyber attack. Jacobson considered going to an out-of-network neurologist for care, but
my concern is the same problem, Jennifer. I can make an appointment with him, but I can't provide him with all the imaging from Scripps.
Scripps Health maintains that it's still able to deliver care at its facilities using backup processes and that its urgent cares, ERs, and Health Express locations remain open. Jacobson said Scripps coordinators called him after we asked them about his situation. He said they apologized and said that a manager would be calling him later. Jennifer Kastner, ABC 10 News.
All right, now to that breaking news that we've been tracking about the crash of a fighter jet in a residential neighborhood near Las Vegas. Video from our sister station in Las Vegas shows crews in what looked like a yard of a home. It's near Nellis Air Force Base. A spokesperson is calling it a contractor-operated aircraft and says it went down around 2:30. Now, they have not revealed any information on possible injuries to those on board.
The family of a 6-year-old boy killed in a road rage shooting in Orange County is hoping to offer a reward for information leading to an arrest. Ribbons lined the fence today at the school Aiden Leos attended. His mother was driving him to kindergarten Friday morning when someone shot into her car during a road rage encounter on the 55 in Orange. The bullet went through the trunk of her car, killing Aiden, who was in a booster seat in the back.
I heard a really loud noise, and my son said, "Ow," and I had to pull over.
The suspects, believed to be a man and a woman, drove off in a white sedan, possibly a Volkswagen. The amount of the reward has not yet been determined. The Biden administration is demanding an immediate investigation into a possible violation of international law after a commercial flight was forced to land in Belarus for an alleged bomb scare. As ABC's Faith Abube reports, critics say the scare was made up to arrest a journalist on board.
Dramatic moments playing out in the sky as more than 120 passengers, including 6 Americans, on a Ryanair flight from Greece to Lithuania, watched confused and concerned as their plane was diverted.
At one moment, we just change the direction of flight, and we go down and then to the left.
Belarusian authorities told the flight crew there was a bomb threat aboard in order to divert it to the Belarusian capital of Minsk, just minutes before it was due to arrive at its original destination. A fighter jet escorting the plane to the ground. KGB agents were reportedly on board the flight.
We were 8 hours there. We didn't get any information what happened.
But now many world leaders believe the bomb scare was all staged. A plot by the authoritarian Belarus regime to arrest a passenger. Roman Protasevich, a 26-year-old journalist, a fierce critic of the country's dictatorial leader, now in custody and could face the death penalty. Protasevich was behind massive protests against Belarus President Alexander Lukashenko last year before claiming political asylum in Poland. New video posted by a pro-Belarus government media appears to show Protasevich from jail. It's not clear whether or not he's under duress in the video.
It is unjustifiable that ordinary international travelers have been held hostage to the regime's aggression.
Ryanair CEO calling the frightening incident a state-sponsored hijacking. Britain's transportation secretary has blocked the Belarus national airline from operating in the UK. European Union countries also agreeing to ban Belarusian airlines from Europe, while urging other airlines to avoid flying over Belarus. And the U.S. has joined a chorus of world leaders condemning the brazen and shocking diversion of a commercial airplane.
This was a brazen affront to international peace and security.
And as international pressure builds, many are calling for sanctions against Belarus and for other countries to also restrict flights to the Eastern European nation. Faith Abube, ABC News, Washington.
Right now, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is on his way to the Middle East to try to build on the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. For the first time since hostilities started, Hamas soldiers openly paraded through the street this weekend, showing off its control of the Gaza Strip after weeks of clashes. Blinken will visit Israel, the West Bank, Egypt, and Jordan as he tries to build a coalition of leaders to broker a lasting peace treaty. The U.S. hopes to freeze Hamas from controlling humanitarian aid headed for Gaza.